Hey, this is Rich with Rich and Lisa Pools. Hey, today we're looking at how to add salt to a pool. I'll show you the process. So basically, first thing you want to do is just check the salt level on your chlorinator. So it should be displayed somehow, whether you have an Aquarite system or Omnilogic or Pentair. Pentair, it's actually right on the cell. It's just going to flash whether it's good or not as far as the salt. Jandy's system, it's going to be on the board. You hit the little salt shaker and then it's going to show you a reading. And so basically you want to be, for any of the systems, you want to be 32, 3400. That would be good. Pentair and Jandy systems like to be a little bit higher, maybe 34, 3600. But somewhere around that range, you're going to be good. Hayward systems, 32, 34 is where you need to be. And you want to check that with on the system, see what it says, and then you also it'd be good to check it by some other means as well. So you can get a handheld tester. You can take it a water sample into a pool store, and they can tell you what the salt reading is, just to compare. And because when a cell is on its last leg, it's going to give incorrect low readings almost 9 out of 10 times. So you don't want to keep adding salt and adding salt and adding salt, and then the cell never responds, because you're not seeing it respond because the cell's having a problem. Then you've added way too much salt. You should add a bag or two and then see a response in the average salt reading, in the next couple of days. Give it at least 24 hours to equalize in the pool with the system running. And then check the salt level again. So if you were at, let's say you were too low, you were at 2,000, and then now all of a sudden you're at 2,400 or 25, well then it responded, that's great. If you didn't get a response at all, then that might be a problem. So assuming everything's good, you've checked the system, then I'll show you how to add the bags of salt. So I did check the system on this one, and so basically this pool is at 1,200. I did check it with a handheld meter as well, and the system said it was 1,200. That handheld meter said it was 1,190. So we're good as far as two different means of testing it. You'll see on the back of each salt bag, you're going to have some sort of how much to approximately add per how many gallons that you have. And so you kind of figure that out as far as how many, depending upon what it says on the back of the bag and what your current salt reading is. Then you're going to bring the salt to the edge of the pool, and what I'll usually do is I just usually have it right over the edge, and then I'm just going to take a knife and then cut along the edges right there. So I have the salt pushed forward right there, so I'm just going to cut it straight across on each of these bags, and then you dump it straight into the pool. And then the last thing that you do, once you dump it in, most of the salt will dissolve. It dissolves really quickly, but any salt that's clumped up towards the bottom of the pool, then you want to take a brush and just brush it gently, and it will just brush it. It won't take very long. It won't take much brushing for it to dissolve, and completely you don't see any salt in there. You don't want to leave it clumped up at the bottom. And then you wait 24 hours and then see what your new salt reading is. And then if you need to add more bags, then great. But remember, you want to shoot for about 32, 3400, maybe 34, 36, depending upon the cell. But somewhere around there, you're going to be the right salt level. And then the cell can start doing its job. Now I just cut those bags open, and now I'm just going to grab them, and it's just going to dump it the rest of it straight into the pool, and get all the salt out of the bag, and then just go right down the line, get all the salt out of the rest of the bag. And then, like I said, next step is to brush it so that you don't leave any clumped up at the bottom. Hope this helped you. We'll see you next time.